Do you know that type of person who seems to drain your energy, manipulate your emotions, and always put their interests above yours? Yes, we're talking about the emotional narcissist. They may seem invincible, but the truth is they have buttons that, when pressed the right way, can dismantle all the control they try to exert over you. Today, I'm going to show you 5 ways to torture them emotionally. Not in a physical sense, of course, but in the sense of completely frustrating their intentions and stripping away their power over you. This video will give you the tools to disarm their manipulative tactics and reclaim your personal strength. I'm Lauren Mitchell, and if you're ready to learn how to win this psychological game, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to receive more content like this. Emotional narcissists are masters at creating an environment where you constantly feel off balance. They use tactics like gaslighting, projection, and manipulation to maintain control. But why do they do this? The answer lies in their own insecurity. Behind the mask of superiority is an emotional fragility that drives them to seek external validation incessantly. They need you to react, to be shaken, to depend on them, to feel powerful. For example, imagine someone twisting facts during an argument just to make you doubt your memory or sanity. That's gaslighting, and the goal is to leave you confused and vulnerable. Or when they project their flaws onto you, blaming you for something you didn't even do. These behaviors aren't about you, they're about their need to feed their fragile ego. Understanding these dynamics is the first step to disarming them. When you know they're operating from a place of insecurity, it becomes easier to see their tactics for what they really are: desperate attempts at control. And it's exactly this understanding that will lead us to the first practical strategy for neutralizing them. First strategy: ignoring their emotional fuel. The first way to frustrate a narcissist is simple but powerful. Ignore them when they're trying to destabilize you. Remember, they thrive on your emotional reactions. If you get upset, cry, or argue, you're giving them exactly what they want: attention and validation. Without it, they lose their primary resource of control. For example, imagine you're in a conversation and the person starts twisting facts or making irrational accusations. Instead of engaging in the argument or trying to justify your position, simply remove yourself from the situation. Leave the room, go for a walk, or focus on another activity. This attitude not only protects your energy, but also leaves them without a response. For someone who depends on external reactions, this silence can be deeply uncomfortable. Another effective tactic is to use short, direct phrases before walking away, like, "I'm not discussing this," or "This conversation isn't productive." These statements show that you're not willing to play their emotional game. By consistently ignoring them, you remove the fuel that feeds their manipulative behavior. And it's exactly this lack of reaction that begins to undermine the control they think they have over you. Second strategy: defending your inner truth. The next way to disarm a narcissist is to hold firm to your truth, even when they try to distort it. Narcissists are experts at making you question your own perceptions and emotions. They may deny obvious facts, rewrite history, or even reverse roles to make you seem like the villain. But here's the key: you don't have to accept this altered version of reality. When they start spinning their distorted narratives, acknowledge what's happening internally. Yes, it may be frustrating or painful, but don't let it shake your confidence in what you know to be true. Use phrases like, "My reality is mine, and I won't get lost in your version of events," or "I understand you see things that way, but that's not my experience." These clear statements show that you're grounded in your truth and won't be swayed from it. Additionally, create physical or emotional distance whenever you notice them trying to manipulate your worldview. By stepping away, you not only protect your mind, but also send a clear message: your attempts at control don't work on me. When you consistently defend your inner truth, the narcissist begins to realize they can no longer shape your reality at will. Third strategy: creating order and stability. Emotional narcissists thrive in chaos, whether emotional, mental, or even physical. They often try to disrupt your life so you become dependent on them, creating a cycle of confusion and control. The third way to frustrate them is to do the exact opposite: create order and stability in your own life. Start by organizing your external environment. A clean, orderly space not only reflects inner clarity, but also sends a powerful message to the narcissist. You're in control. Beyond that, seek stability in other areas, like finances, work, or healthy relationships. If they try to convince you that your life needs to be chaotic, prove them wrong with concrete actions. For example, if you're going through a tough time, focus on small daily victories. It could be something as simple as establishing a morning routine, organizing important documents, or even taking better care of your physical health. These practical steps not only boost your self-confidence, but also show that you're no longer willing to live under the weight of the chaos they try to impose. By creating a stable, organized life, you take away the stage they use to manipulate. They hate seeing someone thrive outside their control, and this quiet transformation can be deeply unsettling for them. Fourth strategy, using their image against them. Emotional narcissists are obsessed with their public image. They want to be seen as charismatic, trustworthy, and superior, even if that perception is far from reality. This obsession can be strategically used against them. The fourth way to frustrate them is to exploit this vulnerability and weaponize their need for social approval. Imagine a situation where you need to negotiate with a narcissist, whether in a personal or even legal context. First, get them to verbally agree to principles or values they project, such as, "You always put others first," or "You value honesty above all." Once they confirm these statements, use them to anchor the agreement or decision you want to reach. For example, if they try to manipulate a situation to benefit only themselves, remind them of the statements they previously made about their supposed values. This puts them in an uncomfortable position, because denying their own words could ruin the image they cherish so much. In public contexts, this strategy is even more effective, as they can't afford to appear inconsistent or dishonest in front of others. By confronting them with their own image, you force them to choose between maintaining that facade or revealing their true intentions. This internal tension may be enough to neutralize their manipulative games and put them at a disadvantage. Fifth strategy, focusing on your own life. The most impactful way to frustrate a narcissist is to invest in your own life and become the best version of yourself. Emotional narcissists thrive when you're stagnant, insecure, or dependent on them. When you start growing, evolving, and building an independent life, they completely lose their grip on you. Begin by focusing on areas that bring personal fulfillment, such as developing new skills, pursuing professional opportunities, or cultivating hobbies that bring joy. Invest in healthy relationships with people who truly value and respect you. Every step you take toward your growth weakens the influence the narcissist tries to exert. Additionally, dedicate time to healing the emotional wounds caused by the toxic relationship. Therapy, meditation, or even conversations with trusted friends can help in this process. The more you reconnect with your true self, the clearer it becomes that their control was never real. It was just an illusion you've now overcome. The biggest blow to a narcissist is showing that their attempts to diminish you have failed miserably. When you live a full, fulfilled, and authentic life, you not only prove they have no power over you, but also expose them for what they really are: empty people who rely on others' suffering to feel important. Now that you know these 5 strategies, it's important to reflect on how they can apply to your life. Maybe you've already faced situations where a narcissist tried to manipulate your emotions or control your actions. How did you handle it? What worked or didn't work? Sharing your experiences can help others going through similar challenges. Leave a comment about a situation where you managed to neutralize someone's control, or a reflection on how these strategies could be useful to you. If this video brought clarity or inspired you to take action, share it with someone who might need this message. Together, we can build a support network for those facing toxic relationships and seeking to reclaim their personal strength. Throughout this video, you've learned that emotional narcissists operate from a place of insecurity and rely on your reactions to feel powerful. By ignoring their games, defending your truth, creating stability, using their image against them, and focusing on your personal growth, you take back full control of your life. These strategies not only neutralize their impact on you, but also expose them for what they truly are: people trying to hide their fragility behind manipulation and control. But remember, real power has always been within you. This isn't about destroying the narcissist. It's about rebuilding yourself and living an authentic, fulfilling life. Knowledge continues. The next video has essential information for you. Tap the screen and check it out. Remember, you are light. Never forget to shine.